two abandoned homesteads on Skinwalker Ranch actually showing evidence that there might be unnatural inhabitants? Well, tonight's experiment shows that just might be the case. A return to Homestead 2 and Homestead 3, especially coming off of last week, seems like a little bit of a scary endeavor. But you guys do it scientifically. Let's talk about the setup, why we went back, given what happened last week and all the craziness.
Yeah, I really like starting with the motivation. Remember what happened last time when we did the exercise? We spotted an apparent light source. And in fact, investigated and found that, yes, there was a light source out at the western extreme of the property, very near to Homestead 3, while we're engaging with Homestead 2. And we were never able to determine the actual source of that light. As well, you recall we had the thermographic imaging from Jim's drone looking down into Homestead 3, and what do we see? Heat for which we cannot account. Why was the interior of Homestead 3 apparently so much warmer than the surrounding material? Everything should have been the same temperature.
It's almost like something was trying to get our attention and say, hey, look over here, because that's exactly what we did.
And it was that kind of like, hey, look over here that you mentioned, Travis, that led to tonight's experiment. Try to come up with some sort of possible connection between 2 and 3. Talk about the setup.
So we set our main science table up right there outside of Homestead 3 that has all of our standard spectrum analyzers, gamma ray detection equipment. We had the idea of doing the same smoke and laser grid experiment in Homestead 3 that we did at Homestead 2 the previous week.
Yeah.
Well, one of the major components of our experiment is how does a transmitted signal go across that area to be received, from one site when transmitted from the other. So in this case, we're looking at what happens when we turn on a 1.2 gigahertz signal transmitter near Homestead 3, and the signal has to travel across that field to Homestead 2, where Travis is set up there to measure those signals.
And again, even before the thing starts, dealing with Travis, like last week, you start getting this mysterious signal that you shouldn't have been getting because everything was off in terms of getting a 1.2.
Yeah, so I've got Caleb in the kitchen at Homestead 2 setting up an antenna for me, and I've got one antenna set up in the windowsill there, and I'm looking at one spectrum analyzer that's connected to the antenna here by me, and suddenly I start seeing a 1.2 gigahertz signal. Hey, Eric, we're all set up here at Homestead 2.
Yeah, copy that.
All right, let's see here. I don't know what's happening right there. That's some kind of 1.2 gigahertz signal. See that peak right there? Eric, did you just turn on the signal generator at 1.2 gigahertz?
No, Travis, we haven't done that yet.
What in the world? So where's this signal coming from? I don't know what's going on with that.
I find it so strange that it was our premeditated intent to use exactly 1.2 gigahertz. That was our intent. We took a transmitter out to Homestead 3, hadn't turned it on yet, and what is Travis reporting? I'm getting 1.2. Oh, and it's performing for us.
So when it finally stops and we get started, the idea is you guys turn it on there at Homestead 3, and we'll measure the difference in strength on this end at Homestead 2 and see if there's any interaction between the two. Hey, Eric, it's Travis. You copy?
Yeah, Travis. Go ahead.
If you want to do a test on that 1.2 gigahertz transmitter from the table, that would be good.
Yeah, Travis. Let me turn that on. Stand by. All right, you should be seeing it. We've got it on the spectrum analyzers here.
Well, no.
Not seeing it.
Nope, nothing. I'm tuned up to 1.2, but I'm not seeing any spikes.
Are you seeing it down there?
Negative.
As close as that is, we shouldn't have any difficulty. I mean, look, I picked that thing up all the way from, a mile from here.
And Sam tracked it all the way from Homestead 3, all the way till Thomas was standing right beside me. Never once did we get the 1.2 gigahertz signal from that transmitter on my system there at Homestead 2, which makes no sense. It should have been blasting my system.